It is a little bit difficult to do the exercises, some of the balancing ones with the carpet. I noticed that last time. So if your balance is a little off today, just know that that's okay. And basically you can use like a towel if you want. You can use a mat, or really you don't even need a mat at all. So these yoga classes will be going on on Tuesdays and Sundays at 12 o'clock. So feel free to tune in, bring your family members, etc. And without further ado, we will begin. So today we will begin sitting on our bums, and if there's any point during the practice that you can't hear me or see me, or there's any like tech problems, feel free to type in the chat with the Zoom, or just message with Instagram Live. So really would appreciate the feedback at the end as we're working through some, if there's any technical difficulties. Okay, so we'll begin sitting on our mat in a cross-legged position, rocking from side to side, making sure that you can feel your sit bones rooted and grounded to the earth. We'll start with our palms up, our thumb and pointer finger together in Gyan Mudra, so almost like little two seeing eyes, and then the palms up. Roll the shoulders down and back. Feel the belly button drawn in and up. Raise the pelvic floor. Feel the crown of the head lift towards the sky. Feeling the opposing forces, your head and the crown of the head reaching up towards the sky, where your sit bones are actually sinking and rooting into the earth. So coming into your breath here, as you breathe in, feel yourself lift up, your ribcage open, and as you exhale, feel yourself sink and ground into your mat. Inhaling to lift and rise and open the chest. Exhaling to sink and root into the sit bones. So staying with the breath here, notice how you feel this morning. Notice if there's any areas of tension, just noticing the rhythm and the pace of your breath. Allowing yourself to clear the mind of any thoughts. Notice if you're ruminating on thoughts of the past or contemplating on thoughts of the future. Can you let it all go and just simply be with your mat, your body for this yoga session? Closing the eyes if that feels comfortable to you. As you inhale through the nose, feel the body lift, the collarbones expand and lift, the ribcage open, and as you exhale, slowly sink and lower, inhaling and exhaling. Just noticing your mind begins to wander, coming back to the breath as you inhale and exhale. Feel yourself ground into this present moment. Maybe inhaling for the count of 1 and exhaling for the count of 2 to help ground you and keep you in this present moment. So maybe saying, I inhale for 1, I exhale for 2, I inhale for 1, I exhale for 2. Staying with this rhythm and pace. When you're ready, flipping the palms down so the hands are on the knees, roll the shoulders down and back. We'll inhale the arms up overhead. As you exhale, bring the left hand to the right knee and circle the right arm down, coming into a spinal twist, looking over the right shoulder. Gaze can continue to stretch and look over the right shoulder, using the left hand to press and twist. I'll just get the music going as we get into our first pose. Hello, everyone. As you exhale, revolving back through to center. Roll the shoulders down and back. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, opposite hand to knee. Revolve the left hand down and back. Twist and look over down the left shoulder. Using that right hand to press against the knee to twist even more. Exhale to come back through center. We'll find some circles now. So as you inhale, rock forward with the upper body. As you exhale, rock back. So maybe even lifting the sit bones up as you do this, feeling almost as if you were in a bowl, really warming up the internal organs, the muscles, starting to feel and build some warmth in the body with small movements. And then we'll do the opposite way. So whichever way, finding balance in the opposite direction. And taking one more circle before you find stillness. We'll find some seated cat-cow. So as you inhale, bring your chest forward, draw the shoulders together behind. As you exhale, round the back, gaze comes at the navel, the belly button. Inhale to push your chest forward. Exhale to rock back. Feel the weight shift. Inhale to rock forward. Exhale to rock back. Taking this one more time, linking your breath with the movement. Exhale, when you finish your exhale, you arrive at the peak of the movement. Beautiful. Coming back to center. We'll inhale the arms up overhead. Reach the arms tall up towards the sky. As you exhale, hinge out of the hips. Reach forward, coming into a forward fold. Let the hands reach the earth. Let the forehead maybe dangle towards the earth. Taking a minute to set an intention today for your practice. Maybe it's spreading joy this Easter Sunday. Maybe it's staying with your breath for the duration of the practice. Or maybe it's forgiveness. Whatever it is, breathe it in through the nose, fill yourself up with this intention. As you exhale, releasing it. Slowly walking the hands back to stack the shoulders over top of the hips, roll the shoulders. 3 more deep breaths here to root and center us. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Last one, your biggest breath yet. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. We'll walk forward with our hands coming into a tabletop position. Slide the knees back beneath the hips. Spread the hands shoulder distance apart, flat back. Again, coming back into our core and building the foundation for our practice. So lifting the pelvic floor, draw the belly button towards the spine and a slight tuck of the chin. We'll find some cat-cows now in this position. So inhale, lower the belly towards the mat. Gaze comes forward, roll the shoulders down and back. Exhale, press through the arms. Gaze between the thighs or at the navel. Inhale to lower down for cow. Exhale to press up for cat. Inhale to lower down for cow. Exhale to press back up for cat. So finding your own movement and your own pace with your breath, feeling the stretch in the abdominal region and then the stretch in the upper portion of the back, allowing your breath to keep you centered in this present moment. Taking one more round and then pausing with a neutral spine. We'll inhale our right arm long and exhale our left leg back. So coming into sunbird, really squeeze the core here, keeping everything tight and in line. When you're ready, we'll draw the elbow to knee. So exhale, crunch across the midline. Inhale to reach long and tall. Exhale to crunch. Inhale, expand and open. Exhale to crunch. 2 more on this side. Inhale, open up. Exhale to crunch. Inhale to open. Exhale to crunch. Inhale, open and pause. Maybe you find a bind here. Bending into the foot, reach back with the hand for the foot. Press the foot into the hand, roll open over the right shoulder. Exhale to come back through center, and then lowering the hand over the knee. wagging the tail from side to side, alleviating the left wrist with some circles. And then we'll come into sunward on the other side. Inhale, stretch the left arm long, almost as though you were shaking someone's hand. Exhale, extend the right leg long. Flex the foot, toes facing the ground. Squeeze the core here, feel everything tight. When you're ready, exhale, crunch. Elbow to knee, cross the midline. Inhale, reach open and long. Exhale to crunch. Inhale, stretch long and tall. Exhale to crunch. Inhale, stretch open, stand tall through that right hand. Exhale to crunch. One more on this side. Inhale, open up long. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, open, pause. Maybe you stay here. Maybe you bend the knee, reach back for the foot. Kick the foot into the hand. Gaze over the left shoulder, kicking a little higher. And then coming back through your long line before you lower down. Rocking from side to side here. Beautiful. We'll take our right leg and extend it straight out to the side. So your right ankle, knee, and hip are all in line. And then slowly send the hips back. Maybe you lower down onto the forearms, feeling the stretch in the inside of the right leg. So the adductor muscles. Coming back to the breath, inhaling and exhaling, maybe to sink a little bit deeper. Feel that stretch, pressing the foot into the earth. Coming back up to the hands if you lower down to the elbows, and then draw the knee back beneath the hip. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Stretch the left leg out, toes grip the earth, send the hips back towards your back wall, and then maybe lower down onto the forearms. Just noticing you are trying to direct the stretch at the inside of the leg, so maybe making any micro adjustments to really send the stretch there. Inhaling and exhaling. Coming back up to your hands, draw the knee beneath the hip. And then we'll find our first downward facing dog. So curling the toes, extending the legs, sending the hips high. Spread the fingers wide, spread the toes wide, melt the heart towards the top of the thighs. Gaze between the feet, between the thighs. We'll find our first flow. Inhale for a high plank position. Stack the shoulders over top of the wrist. Squeeze the core here. Exhale, lower the knees, untuck the toes, leading with the chest. Thumb is high, chaturanga. Inhale for upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale for tabletop position. Curl the toes, send the hips high, down and facing dog. So option to stay with that flow or option to come to the next flow. Inhale, high plank position. Squeeze the core here tight. Bend the elbows lower. Chaturanga, head to earth. Inhale for upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale for downward facing dog. Step up or walk to the front of your mat, forward fold. Hinging out of the hips, let the head hang heavy. Inhale for a halfway lift, flat back. Crown of the head reaches forward, tailbone reaches back. Exhale to forward fold. Bend the knees, inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale the hands through to heart center. Pause a minute here, roll the shoulders down and back. Feel the palms press against each other, the thumbs against the heart. Feeling rooted through the feet. Breathing in your intention through the nose. Exhale to release. Bend the knees. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale to swan dive forward. Inhale for a halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Plant the hands, step the right foot back, the left foot back. High plank position. Exhale, lower, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. We'll inhale the right leg high, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, plant the foot at the front of your mat. Tent the fingertips here. Lower the back knee, untuck the toes. So the back knee's lowered, front knee's at a 90-degree angle. Plant the left hand down. Inhale, sweep the right arm up towards the sky. Exhale to lower that hand down. Hinge at the hips, front toes towards the sky, coming into a hamstring stretch on the right leg. See if you can keep the posture in the spine, so still lifting tall rather than slouching. Rocking forward, planting the front foot back down. Square the hands to the front foot, curl the toes, lift the back leg, coming into your low runner's lunge. Maybe bringing the hands to the top of the thighs, or maybe the palms face down, hinging at the hips. Crown of the head reaches forward, high on the back heel. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead, crescent lunge. Spread the fingers wide, almost as though you were holding a giant beach ball. Pinkies rotate inward, relax the shoulders, down and back. Feeling the stretch in the left hip flexor. Pivot the back foot. So bring the hands to the hips, pivot the back foot so it's at a parallel to the back of your mat. Bend into the front knee, coming into warrior two. Arms come to a T, gaze over the right middle finger. As you exhale, bring the forearm to the top of the thigh, reach the left arm up towards the sky, revolve and open the heart. Feel the stretch on the left side body. Hey, where do we go? Inhale back through warrior two. Gaze over the right middle finger, flip the palms, reach forward, paint the sky with the right arm coming into exalted. Feeling the stretch now on the opposite side body. Inhale back through warrior two. As you exhale, straighten the front leg, kick the left hip back, reach forward with the upper body, pivot the hand and lower for triangle pose or trikonasana. Bringing the hand to the inside of the calf, reaching the left arm up towards the sky. Inhale to sweep back up through warrior two. Bend into the front knee. And then windmill the hands down to frame the front right foot. Square the back foot. Bring the front foot back to meet the back foot. High plank position. Here we go with our flow. Exhale, lower. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale for downward facing dog. Finding your child's pose here. Take the knees to the wide edges of your mat. Big toes together. Melt the heart down towards the mat. Forehead on the mat. Palms press against the mat. Brown-eyed girl, you my brown-eyed girl. Do you remember when we used to sing sha-la-la-la-la-la-la? When you're ready, turn the knees back together, curl the toes, press the weight into the hands and the feet, send the hips high, downward facing dog. See if you can melt the heart a little bit more. Can you evenly distribute the weight between the hands and the feet? Tip the tailbone up towards the sky. Sink the heels towards the earth. Inhale the left leg high, like a dog. Bend the knee, plant the foot forward. Hands square the front left foot. Lower the back knee, untuck the toes. Plant the right hand on the mat. Inhale to sweep the left arm up towards the sky. Exhale to lower that hand down. Hinge at the hips, send the left toes towards the sky, stretching now the left hamstring. Lifting tall with the head, lifting out of the hips with a flat, straight back. Inhale to rock forward, curl the toes, lift the back knee. Bring maybe the hands to the tops of the thighs or bring the palms facing the ground. Hinge forward. Crown of the head draws forward, back heel draws back. Sweeping the energy up. Inhale, crescent lunge. Spread the fingers wide. Imagine that big giant beach ball. Pinky slightly rotated inward. Feel the stretch on the right hip flexor. Relax the shoulder. Relax any tension in the jaw. Maybe even letting the tongue lower from the roof of your mouth. Finding warrior two. Pivot the back foot so it's parallel to the back of the mat. Arms come to a long T. Gaze over the left middle finger, bending deep at a right angle to the left knee. We'll find side angle. Bring the forearm to the thigh. Reach the right arm up towards the sky. Notice if you're lowering down with your shoulder and your head, can you lift up and out? Inhale to sweep back. Warrior two. Flip the palms, hinge forward, paint the sky, bringing the left arm down the leg or to the low back. Inhale, sweep back, warrior two. We'll find Trikonasana or triangle pose. Straighten the front leg. Take the right hip back. Reach forward with the upper body. Pivot the hands. And then lower the hands so it's pressing against the calf. Lifting again up and out of the chest. Inhale to sweep back into warrior two. Bending into the front knee. Before we windmill the hands down, bring the front foot, square the back foot, step the front foot back, feet. The back foot, high plank position, find your flow here. Exhale, lower, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. We'll find child's pose again. Take the knees wide, the big toes together. Forehead touches the mat. Exhaling all your worries. Inhaling your intention. Connecting back with your breath. When you're ready, we'll come back into downward facing dog. Square the knees, curl the toes, send the hips high. Walk the feet up to meet the hands in a forward fold, hinging from the hips. Maybe reaching for opposite elbows, rocking to one side, and then rocking to the other side. Releasing the hands. We'll inhale for a flat back. Crown of the head reaches forward, tailbone reaches back. Exhale to forward fold. Bend your knees. Inhale, sweep the love and light up above your head. Exhale to bring that love and light to right center. Maybe closing the eyes down here. Connecting back to your breath. Feeling the earth beneath your feet. The rise of the crown of the head towards the sky. Exhale the hands alongside the body, bend the knees, inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Part the hands, exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Plant the hands, step the feet back. High plank position. This time, exhale, downward facing dog. We'll find a little core work here. We'll inhale the right leg high, three-legged dog. As you exhale, draw the knee towards the chest, hovering in a high plank position. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to opposite elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. We'll do this one more time. Exhale, knee to chest, hover in a high plank position. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to right elbow. This time, maybe you bend the elbows a little bit for a push-up. Pressing back up. Knee to opposite elbow. Maybe you bend the elbows a little bit and then pressing back up. Lower the leg down. Maybe cuddling the legs out here. We'll do the same thing on the opposite side. Inhale, the left leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to chest, hover high plank position. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to left elbow, maybe a slight push-up. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee across the body. Inhale, three-legged dog. One more time, knee to chest. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Last one, knee across the body. Knee up, and then moving down. Pedal the legs out. We'll walk the hands to meet the feet in a forward fold at the back of your mat. Let everything hang here. Inhale for a halfway left flat back. Exhale to forward fold. Bend the knees. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale the hands through to heart center. Relax the shoulders. Bend the knees. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Part the hands. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale for a halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Walk the hands back out. Coming into our side plank, bring the right hand beneath the face, roll onto the sides of the feet, reaching the left arm up towards the sky, squeeze the core. Maybe you lift the top leg, maybe you lower to your knees. Finding whatever's in your practice today, squeezing all the muscles towards the bones for 3, 2, and 1. Lower down, rocking to the other side. Left arm takes the right arm's place. Roll onto the right side. Lifting the right hand up towards the sky. Squeeze for 3, 2, and 1. Lower back down. High plank position, finding our flow here. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. We'll find child's pose here. Take the knees wide, big toes together. Let the forehead melt on the mat. Just noticing the pace of your breath and the rhythm here. Trying to slow the breath as you drag out the exhales, making them longer than the inhales. When you're ready, we'll find your way back to downward facing dog. Roll the toes, send the hips high, and then slowly walk the hands back to meet the feet at the back of your mat. We'll interlace the hands around the low back, and then slowly, if you can, draw the hands towards the head. So peel the hands away from the low back towards the front of your room or towards your screen. Feeling the stretch here in the shoulders and in the hamstrings at the same time. Exhale to lower the hands back towards the hips and then let the hands fall. Inhale for a halfway left flat back. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale, sweep the love and light up overhead. Exhale the hands through to heart center. We'll exhale the hands to the hips. Finding your way onto the side of your mat. So taking the feet wide, lifting the heels so it's at a 45-degree angle. We'll bend and inhale the arms up overhead. Finding goddess pose here. As you exhale, bend into the knees and bend into the elbows. So the knees are at a 90-degree angle and same with the arms. Draw the elbows towards each other. Beautiful. Spread the fingers wide. We'll move with the breath here. Inhale to stand tall, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale to bend down. Inhale to stand tall. Exhale to sink into goddess. Inhale, reach long and tall. Exhale to sink down. One more time. Inhale, reach long and tall. Exhale to sink. We'll pulse here, just up and down. Slowly and lightly, maybe even lifting the toes to make sure the feet are rooted. Pulsing for 3, 2, 1, and now stay. So really feeling the burn now in the legs. Feeling the chest still stay proud. Spreading the fingers wide. And then exhale, forward fold. Bring the feet now parallel to one another. We'll bring the right hand so it's planted on the mat, and then inhale to sweep the left arm up towards the sky. Exhale to lower that hand down, taking the right hand space. Inhale, sweep the right arm up high. Exhale to lower. So for this next one, it's going to be frog pose. So we're going to walk our hands forward and lower our knees down. So for me, I'm going to need to move back. I don't have enough room, but basically your feet, your ankles and your knees are going to be in line and your shins are going to be parallel. So your toes are facing out like a frog. And maybe this is enough for you today and you stay here. Or maybe you go onto your forearms. Or maybe you go onto your belly, really stretching the thighs. If you need to, you can adjust and bring the knees further apart or bring the knees closer together. For some, if you're not on carpet and a hard surface, you can roll the mat to make sure that your knees are protected if you've had any knee troubles. So just adjusting yourself now because we will stay in this pose for a longer period than the other poses. So settling into your frog pose when you feel that you've adjusted everything you need to. And then just realizing this is an extreme hip opener pose, so it can trigger an emotional release, a physical release. So the point of staying in this pose for a little bit longer is to really open the hips and really see all the benefits by staying in for a little bit longer. So you'll notice as you stay here, you might be able to slowly walk the elbows out a little bit more, lowering the chest towards your mat, the earth, or the carpet a little bit more. So just kind of play with it. Try to not stay stagnant in the pose, but always try and make it so you're feeling the stretch at all parts. So checking in again if you can go any lower in this pose as you've stretched the hips. I can get things out. We can 3 more breaths here, trying to release any tension you may be holding on to. And then when you're ready, slowly drawing the weight back to the forearms, pressing back up onto the hands. And then we'll do a counter pose right after. So simply just draw the knees together and then bring the hips over the feet and then the palms face up. So this is a variation of a child's pose. And it's great to do after frog as a counter pose to find balance in the hips, to stabilize them and bring them back to neutral. Just make our words cheer. I want someone to grow with, songs I can sing to. And then when you're ready, slowly walk the hands up, stacking the shoulders on top of this. Lengthen your mat back to the full length. Coming back onto the mat, we'll find our downward facing dog and then walk the hands back to meet the feet. Slowly coming up one vertebrae at a time, stacking the vertebrae almost like books, one on top of the other. When you get to the top, rolling the shoulders down and back to really lift the heart. We'll bring the hands to the hips and transfer the weight to the left foot. So just notice if you are on a carpet, this will be more difficult for your balance. So just acknowledging that. So root down now through the left foot. Inhale the right knee up to 90 degrees. Open the knee towards the side. We'll find tree pose. So planting the foot above or below the knee or resting on the mat against the ankle. So just finding what will suit you today. Finding a drishti or a point of focus to help you stay balanced. And then maybe finding your expression of tree. So maybe you bring the hands to heart center. Maybe you bring the arms out in Gyan Mudra, or maybe they're long like tree branches. Finding your expression. And in traffic, and coming back into your breath. But it really got me thinking, were you out drinking? Were you in the living room chilling, watching television? Exhale the hands back through heart center. Draw the knee back towards 90 degrees with control, and then exhale, lower down. We'll just pedal the legs out for a second, bring the hands to the hips, transfer the weight into the right foot. When you're ready, inhale the left knee up to 90 degrees. Exhale, open the knee towards the side, plant the foot above or below the knee. So just finding your expression here on the other side, finding your drishti, holding tight to that drishti. Maybe you picked a new drishti, so just stay completely focused and strong through the standing leg. Bringing the hands back to heart center if they're not already there. Hands down to the hips. Draw the knee to 90 degrees, and then exhale to lower the leg down. Pedal the legs out here. Beautiful. Bend the knees. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, let everything go forward, fold. Walking the hands out into a high plank position. Bend the knees, coming to the tabletop, untuck the toes. Send the hips back. We'll roll the shoulders down and back. Bring the hands to the top of the thighs. Then curl the toes. So lift the toes up and then send the hips over top of the lifted feet. I'll just memorize that so you can see. So your toes are curled, your hips are now stretching the feet here. So just pausing a moment here, and then tall and lifted through the shoulders. Coming back to your breath. For some people, this will feel really intense, and quickly you'll feel the stretch. For others, you could stay here longer. So if at any point you can keep the brain coming up at any point. And then when you're ready, untuck the toes. Maybe you pat the feet out before you send the hips back. Now the fingertips will face forward and we'll lift the knees. So I'm going to move a little bit more forward. But the fingertips come behind the body and the fingertips face forward, and now we're stretching the tops of the feet. So lifting the knees up towards the sky, transferring the weight back. So we'll come back now onto our thumbs, swinging the legs out in front, rocking from side to side, really feeling good here. We'll bend the knees so the soles of the feet are on the mat. Bring the hands around the back of the thighs. Inhale, both shins so they're parallel to the mat. So coming into boat pose. Maybe you stretch the arms out in a V, really squeezing the core tight here. We'll come into 10 rounds of lowering down and then squeezing up. So as you inhale, lower down. As you exhale, squeeze up. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to squeeze up. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4 more, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10. Beautiful. Lowering all the way down onto your mat. Lengthen the legs, bring the hands around on each side of the body. We'll inhale the right knee up towards the chest. Interlace the hands around the shin. Draw the shin towards the belly. Coming into winter leaving pose. This aids digestion and elimination. And then when you're ready, take the knee, trace it across the body, coming into a spinal twist. Gaze comes over the right shoulder. Left hand can be on the knee to almost act as a weight. Things are gonna get easier. Inhale the leg back towards center, and then exhale, lengthen the leg down. We'll do the other side. Inhale the left knee up to 90 degrees. Interlace the hands, bringing it around the shin, pressing the hands into the shin. Both feet are flexed here. Maybe close the eyes here, relax the shoulders. Let the tongue fall from your mouth. And then coming into a spinal twist, take the knee, cross it across the body. Left arm can come to 90 degrees or it can be stretched long and tall. Gaze can be over the left shoulder. Come into your breath, releasing with each exhale. Inhale to drop the back to center. Exhale to lower them down. We'll bring both feet towards the back, rolling the feet and the knees from side to side, windshield wipering the legs. And then when you're ready, taking the legs long, just noticing if there's any other movement you need to close your practice. Roll the shoulders down and back, stretch the arms long, palms facing up. Let the feet go to the wide edges of the mat, flopping to either side of your room. Coming back into the breath. As you breathe in, feel the belly lift. The ribs expand and the collarbones rise. And as you exhale, feel the belly deflate, the ribs knit back together, and the collarbones lower. Inhaling to fill yourself up, and exhaling to let go. Rolling onto your right side body when you're ready. Bringing the arm to cradle the head. Maybe staying here a little bit longer. Or when you're ready, pressing up to a seated position. Bringing the shoulders, rolling them down and back. The hands to heart center. Slight tuck of the chin, maybe closing the eyes. I'd like to close today's practice with a quote. Hope is being able to see that there is light despite all the darkness. Thank you for joining me with your wonderful practice. The light in me honors the light in each and every one of you. Namaste. Thank you, everyone, for coming. I hope you enjoyed the practice. Congratulations on a great workout. You all did an amazing job. You should feel lighter and maybe a little bit less stiff, and hopefully this will send you into a great Sunday, Easter. The other yoga classes will be on Tuesdays and Sundays, taught by myself at 12. So if there's anything that could be improved for next class, that would be great if you could just comment on it through the Instagram Live or in the chat for the Zoom. But thank you everyone so much for coming, and hopefully we'll see you on Tuesday. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thanks, guys. Great class, everyone. Okay, there's some chats I'll get into. Awesome. Great job, Nadine and Heather. Great job, Bob. Oh, great. Awesome job, Eva and Andre. And Oh, Jimmy and Mo and Kira, amazing job, everyone. And here, Caroline, great. And Julia, amazing. Alex and Nat, you're awesome. Megan, Jessica, Ella, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for tuning in, everyone.